Hi, welcome back to Orlando Experience. So today we're here at Universal for one big reason. We're here for a preview of DreamWorks. They are doing team member previews, and we happen to know one, so we are heading in to DreamWorks with them. So we'll get to see all that. We'll get to see some of the characters meeting and greeting. There's some stuff we've heard about. They did start the previews yesterday, and then there was a media event, I think like 2 or 3 days before that. So there is stuff already out there, but we appreciate you coming to us. And then afterwards, we're gonna head kind of over to the tribute store area. They do have a new Halloween Horror Night shirts, and they did announce a house. And then they do have some construction already going up for a tribute store for the summertime. So we'll check that out kind of after the DreamWorks stuff. But we're heading in, and we're gonna head straight back to DreamWorks. So they still are in technical rehearsal, but we did make it back here. They do have Gabby's Dollhouse out here, and they do have Puss in Boots meeting under a generic like DreamWorks one, so they might have different characters there. Right up to our right, obviously we've discussed this before, we got Shrek's house. This is where you can meet Fiona, Shrek, and Donkey. They did have a Shrek meet and greet back here before, so it's very similar to that, just with a way cooler facade and stuff. So right to the left of the Shrek meet and greet, we do come across our first food stand. Can't see it too well because it is a screen, but they do have a Shrekzel, that's just a pretzel, and it's got some sort of Shrek cheese. It looks like green cheese. They have a a waffle. They have different ones. They have a pepperoni one and a ham and cheese one, it looks like. They do have a swamp dog, mud puddle pudding, some sort of, oh, it's an ice pop. They have two. They have a chocolate one and a sour apple one. And they do have a couple different like drink options. They do have all of this over here. They do have a freestyle machine back here and a very nice looking food booth actually. I like the theme of it. There's a little interactive thing over here with some spots where you can step on different pads and it does make like frog sounds and they'll open their mouths. Super fun. We're gonna be heading kind of around, so we'll talk about more like roller coaster stuff when we make our full loop kind of thing. So back in here where they have like an interactive like cat area from the newest Puss in Boots movie. Bunch of stuff that you can like hit with different buttons and things that cause different things to happen. It's pretty cool back here. A lot of interactive stuff in this land I can already see. So over here is where they have one of the main shows. It is the Imagination Celebration. Next show's not until 12, so we do have a little bit before we can obviously go in. I do really like the painting on this wall here with like clouds with all the different DreamWorks characters like in the clouds. I think that's super cool. There's a ton of like really small details over the land. Like you can see a bunch of like different like berries up in the tree and stuff. It's really cool. So we'll come back over here when we are able to watch the show. But right here, they do have like some sort of playground thing. It's not quite open yet. They do have it all fenced off. Some of the stuff isn't fully done because again, this is a previews for team members. So they're still in technical rehearsal and there's some stuff that just isn't fully done yet. So as we walked away from the theater and kind of the play area right there, the roller coaster is on our right and we'll ride that in just a moment. But we're gonna head into Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. That is kind of the back area over here where they used to have the, I think it was Curious George, right? Yeah, it was, yeah, Curious George. They had like this play area back here. And they do have, again, it's still a play area, but it's all themed obviously to Kung Fu Panda. This is a little thing, but I did notice all the stroller parking signs are all themed to their area. I thought it was just a funny little thing, you know. And they do have a big old gong you can ring right over there. And they do have a lot of water areas back here, so they do have a pond right over there. And then kind of this whole like right side to this area is like a splash pad too, but it's not on for previews. But that whole area will be splash pad, and then this whole left area is not. So they kind of have a nice in between of both. So over here in the water area, they do have a couple different like water features like cannons and stuff, and they still have a bucket right up on the top. So this will be quite the wet area. Over here at the back of the land, they do have an interactive show that does go on. That's Poe Live, and it's gonna be like, you know, kids show with a big old area for them to stand and do the show. So this is where that old like ball area used to be. So you can still see kind of remnants of that. Much smaller back here now though. And then this is like an interactive screen back here too that I'm pretty sure will open up, and then you'll be able to, you know, watch the show. So we are leaving the Kung Fu Panda area now, and I think we're gonna hop on the roller coaster. So there was a look at the roller coaster. That is not a new addition. It is just a rethemed Woody Woodpecker coaster. It is just the Vekoma Junior coaster. Over here they do have Trolls Treats that I think's got different like little ice cream things. It is not open right now, so we won't actually be able to see inside. They do have different drink options and little treat things. They're starting to line up for the show, so we'll probably head in soon. They do have a shop right over here that is just like an outdoor one with some new merch and stuff for DreamWorks Land. We'll look at it real quick. So obviously a lot of kids merch and stuff. All looks pretty good though. I do like how they do have new merch for the land. I do think it all looks pretty nice. So then the last kind of area we come to is Shrek Swamp, and it is kind of like a kids play area. It's got a couple slides and a couple different features. They do have a little water area out front, but obviously it's not running right now. So over here they do have Pinocchio meet and greeting over here. He is just an animatronic, but you can click the button and he'll tell you a lie, and then his nose will grow. And again, pretty nice play area here. They do have a few different slides on the back. The main one is over here on our side. That is a porta potty one. You probably could just hear it. It does make farting noises when you go down it. But again, just a nice little play area for kids to run around. And a few different features. I really like the Pinocchio animatronic. I think that's pretty cool to have in there. But overall, pretty good. I think next probably is the show. So they do have some of the Trolls meeting and greeting right out side front, but we are heading into the show right now.
Place to me. It's where me and my friend Zane used to play and have adventures when we were younger. It turns out Zane is actually having a hard time using his imagination now. So, I thought that bringing him out here may help re-spark something inside him. Maybe we could set his imagination free. Can you all help my friend find his imagination again? Just follow my voice. I'm right through these trees.
spot where we used to hang out. Looks like a lot of people know about our spot now.
I know.
Wait a minute. Did you bring me out here just to daydream?
It will be fun. You just need something to help inspire you.
What? The clouds?
Yes. Remember how they sparked our imaginations? All those stories and adventures.
That was forever ago.
True. But I believe your imagination is still in there, and I think this will help.
By staring at clouds. Laura, get serious. We've outgrown that kind of thing.
Come on, Zane. We've known each other a long time. Trust me. I mean, we're practically family.
Practically.
Let's just imagine. And I bet our new friends will help too when you say it in morning.
People wanna know when they see us dancing. Wanna know how they got those moves. People wanna go lit up, but nothing new. Here comes in the family. It's all about you and me. People wanna know how we got that feeling. Wanna know how we got that feeling. People wanna know when they see us dancing. Wanna know how we got those moves. It's all about you and me.
Clouds, they're starting to move.
That's called the wind.
But look, do you see these shapes in the clouds?
Oh yeah, that one. Looks just like a cotton ball.
Seriously. And what about all of you? Do you see anything in the clouds? Oh, a frog. Look, it's Shrek.
Where? I don't see it.
Was it supposed to storm today?
What is happening?
This place looks really familiar.
This way, donkey. I'll find those stairs.
Oh, yeah! The princess will be up the stairs in the highest room in the tallest tower. Shrek, Donkey!
Oh, Laura, what are you doing?
Zane, I'm a queer actually in the story of Shrek. Remember, we used to watch this all the time.
Wait a minute. Don't have time for this.
What was that noise?
That's it! Shrek, you need to go save the princess! Donkey, you need to distract the dragon.
Excuse me?
Oh, she's right. That was the sound of a dragon.
Ooh, what large teeth you have. Do I detect a hint of minty freshness?
It's okay, donkey. You just need to be brave.
I just need to be brave. I just need to be brave.
Zane, what happens next in the story?
Oh yeah, this is the part of the story where you and the dragon fall in love.
What?
Shit!
What's the matter? You got something in your eye?
We did it! They're falling in love! Oh, it's Shrek's swamp!
That's a nice boulder.
Where Shrek and Fiona get married!
And where Donkey and Dragon have lots of babies.
I was hoping this would be a happy ending. Quick question. Is there someone standing behind me? That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I've been calling all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Believer, I can read her if I try. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. I'm in love. I'm in love. Imagination?
You can still do it too! Zane, are those peach blossoms?
Where?
Just look at the clouds and tell me what you see. And please don't say a cotton ball.
Well, then maybe we should ask some of our new friends.
Come on, everyone. Let's hope. Zane, do you see anything in the clouds? What? Wait, that one's starting to look like something.
Is it? dragon warrior.
Master Oogway?
On the first day we met, I saw the future of Kung Fu. And the past, I saw the panda who could unite them both. That is why I chose you, Po. Both sides of the yin and yang. And my true successor.
I believe the Staff of Wisdom belongs to you.
I can't do that. I mean, you're enlightened and everything, Master Oogway.
Paul, just be true to yourself.
Me? I'm just...
You? You're just you.
Oh. Now what do we do?
Now we celebrate Master Paul.
My power's turned on, and I'll be strong. Fight song.
Can't hear my voice this time.
This is
my fight song. Take back my life song. I might only have one match. I can make an explosion.
Skadoosh.
We were actually there when Paul the Dragon Warrior became a master of Kung Fu! Zane, what's wrong?
You're so good at seeing things in the clouds. Everybody can see it, but me.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Learn to take courage. The world's full of people. You can lose sight of it all.
See your true colors. That's why I love you. Colors are I see it! It's Poppy from Charles!
Zane, I knew you could do it! Poppy! Bridge! What are you doing here?
We heard you singing!
Which immediately made us suspicious of nefarious activity within the area.
That's not true!
Sorry, but I'm always on the lookout for ne'er-do-wells.
Branch, these are our friends, and anything is possible when you have your friends around.
Zane, think about what you did with your imagination today. You taught Donkey to be brave, right, Mr. Dinkles? You also taught Poe to be true to himself.
Well, I couldn't have done it without all of you.
Always happy to help. You know what they say, Branch? Teamwork makes.
The dream happened.
Oh, Branch. Close enough.
Thank you, Amara. I can take my eyes off of it. It's so phenomenally. I like the way we rock it. Don't stop. Keep dancing. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Dance, dance, dance. Keep dancing. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. We've had so much fun with all of you today.
Did you all have a good time? Controlling! What are you doing here?
I think I see something in the clouds. Is it the king? I've got the crown. Very nice one. It's here on my head, on the top. Look at it.
Do you guys see anything in the clouds?
I see me. It's all me. Oh, beautiful. I'm amazing.
Come
So we just got out of the new show, I think it's called DreamWorks Imagination. It was pretty good, much better than the show they had in there before, so that's a huge improvement on their part. They have turned the water on back here in the Poe area, so we came back here and we're also, I think they're doing the show right now, so we'll get a couple clips of that too.
So you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to rely on one of my fellow masters, the wisest and noblest of us all, the infamous Master Shifu. He is as noble as he is wise. He said that Tea Tigers and Tea Crane, you guys are both equal Kung Fu masters! A round of applause! You guys did so great! Excellent job! That's an awesome Kung Fu move, Asher. Now do the Shifu. Do Shifu. Look front. Look front. You love dance. He doesn't like the dance too much. Oh, you guys are so great!
So we just got out of DreamWorks Land. Obviously not quite open yet. It does not open till June 14th, so it does got a little bit. So glad to get it in early. It was pretty good in there. Obviously a few things weren't done yet, as we saw, but I thought the show was pretty good. The Kung Fu Panda one we didn't get to see a whole lot of, but definitely a fun one for kids. Glad they turned on the water so we could see that. But overall, a fantastic themed land. I think it's great overall. There's a lot of stuff to do. I like the interactive stuff. I like that in lands when they add like stuff to just do instead of having to wait in line for. Roller coaster, obviously just a rethemed coaster. Most of that is the case with just kind of existing stuff that was there and just getting updated or rethemed. But again, overall, I think the land was great, well themed, some pretty fun food options and stuff. And I don't know, I'm just excited for it to open. I think this will be a hit of a land. Originally, I think a lot of people thought it would be a little bit more, but I think a lot of budget cutbacks happened with Epic Universe continuing to take more and more budget. But, you know, that's just kind of how it works. That's how it happens. So we're gonna head over right now and we're gonna look at the new ET sign, and they're repainting the bathrooms right over here too. So as you kind of saw in the beginning and towards the end there, they do have a new ET sign up. It is way, way bigger. I actually really do like it. I think it fits the whole theme back here because it's kind of all wood along here. They have started repainting the bathrooms, not quite done as you can see. They're gonna theme it to like a woodsy thing. I really like this new sign. I've heard some people don't like it, but I don't know. I think it's perfect. I think it's got a super, I just like big signs. I think it looks great and fits the whole area. So we're gonna head over to kind of the tribute store area to look at the new Horror Nights shirt and talk about some houses. They just announced a new one like 2 hours ago, so we'll talk about that too. So as we're walking to the Hollywood section where the new tribute stores have been, they do have the full facade up now for the tribute store. Obviously themed to kind of like an old shopping mall kind of theme. This is exactly what I thought the tribute store was going to be. It's going to be themed to classic Universal movies, Jaws, Back to the Future, stuff like that. So that's probably going to be the whole theme inside. As you can see, the whole facade is up now. There's nothing quite at the exit where they have been having the exit, at least for the last tribute store. This was the entrance, even though this is usually the exit, and then that's the exit this time. So they don't have anything up there. They might not the entire time. They have been putting some stuff up for some of them, but it looks really nice. I think this is a super nice front to the tribute store. I think this will be a really cool one. I really do like the summer one, so hopefully it will be just as good looking inside as it is out. So as we're coming into the Five and Dime, they do have a new merchandise review. That is this shirt here. A little bit different from the last one, but same kind of style of a lot going on. There's a few like small things that I think is really cool, like the crow down here. Then you can see the pumpkin right behind the kanji right there. I think it's overall a pretty good shirt. I actually bought this one. But we'll go talk about the houses real quick right outside. But I like this new shirt way more than the last one. So they have two official announcements. It is interesting this year. Usually they announce the IP houses first and then the originals are kind of all dumped at a single time. This year they've actually not announced any IP houses. They've only announced two originals. I think it's very interesting, and I actually kind of like that because usually the original houses are the fan favorites over the IP ones. Not saying the IP ones are bad, but I think you're usually expecting something when you're going into IP one and you kind of know what you're getting into. The first house they did announce was Slaughter Cinema 2. If you went, I think it was in 2019, that was the first year I went. It was either 2019 or 2018. They did have the first Slaughter Cinema. That it's kind of like almost like an anthology house where you're walking through different like B-movie kind of things, and it's just like a bunch of different houses, kind of with an overall arcing like cinema theme with like different posters out front of each one that I really liked. I think it was cool. Then the one that they just announced today is Goblin Feast. Probably another fantasy house. I'm super down for that because I really like fantasy, as you know from last year. Dragons was one of my favorite last year just because of the theme of it. So this will probably be another fantasy house. We kind of speculated a little bit that it might kind of be like the Pumpkin King house, where at the end you might see like a Goblin King and stuff. Probably a pretty gory house, I would imagine, with goblins and stuff. But overall, I'm really excited for that house. So hoping for more announcements soon. They have kind of been rapid firing them now, considering what they announced. Slaughter Cinema only 2 days ago and announced another one today. So maybe even 2 days from now we get another one. But that's about it for today. I don't want to make this video too long. So we're gonna head out the front and wrap up. So not quite out the front of the park, but it's kind of quiet over here, so I figured we'd just wrap up over here. So overall, I really like DreamWorks. I think that's a great kids land. I think it's a much improvement over the last one. I did wish we saw a little bit more in there, like a new flat ride or something cheap. But again, I could definitely see them adding more in the future. They have space back there to do it. So that could be in the plans or even just kind of in the beginning phase of thinking about it. But overall, I think a really good land and a really good land for kids. I do speculate that within a week or two, it will probably soft open because it did look almost done in there. So I don't think they're gonna wait until June 14th to really open because that's just really far away. And then super excited for Horror Nights this year, obviously. I'm a big Horror Nights person, and them announcing the original houses first is kind of interesting. But hopefully they announce more before next time we make a video. But stay tuned for that and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.